Thank you for joining to today's class about AI 102 exam preparation on the topic of Azure OpenAI services. A little bit about myself. I work as a director of architecture in cloud and data services within a big consulting firm. I work over multiple projects and multiple clients related to cloud, mostly around data and AI applications. Prior to this, I worked at Microsoft for 6 years as a cloud architect. I'm certified on cloud in different clouds like Microsoft, AWS, Google, as well as Oracle. Today, I'm really excited to talk about this important and fun part about OpenAI services. Generative AI, as you know, applications like ChatGPT has changed the whole possibilities of what AI can do in the last few years. It's not just writing text or writing letters or summarizing documents. It's also creating images, it's creating sound bites, and there's lots of use cases and applications of generative AI. What I'm going to show you today in the next few minutes is a simple way to create a resource inside of Azure and a way to create a simple chat application. In the next class, we will talk about retrieval augmented generation. This is where you use the AI models inside your own documents or inside your own files to create meaningful applications for enterprises. This is one part of the exam. It covers about 10 to 15% of the exam questions. As ever, if you have any question, anytime, please feel free to ask me. This is about you, about your learning, your course. If you have any question, I'm here to answer those questions. So how do you do OpenAI chat applications inside of Azure? The very first step is creating an Azure resource. Here we have using a command line AZ Cognitive Services account create to create that resource. I will give it a resource name for AI, OpenAI resource. I give it a resource group name, which region I want. I want an OpenAI kind of service. There are different services like Face API, Text Analytics, which are not OpenAI. I give it a size queue, and what is my subscription that's going to cover the cost of this resource. Once I create a resource, I go to the Azure AI portal. I get a warning that says that your Azure AI Foundry experience is running on an Azure OpenAI service resource. To unlock all capabilities, create a hub and project. So you need to create two more things before you can really play with these things. And those are hub, central management of all AI projects inside of Azure, and projects. That's going to contain all your tasks, all your models, all your data. Once you create those two, you can actually go to what we call a playground. This is your environment where you can actually test those applications, OpenAI applications. So without more further ado, I'm going to jump to actually the demo, and I'm going to show you the Azure environment itself. So here I have a resource group in Azure, AI 102 resource group, and I'm going to go to this project. Once I click on this project, it gives me this project page. If I click onto Launch Studio, it gives me what is called an AI Azure Foundry, which has a different URL, ai.azure.com than portal.azure.com. In this, I can type a chat like I did here. What are the largest 3 cities in the state of Texas, USA in bullets? And give me a brief about each city. It tells me Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas are the 3 biggest cities, and a little bit about each of the cities. So this is how you can create a simple chat application. I'm doing it in the portal. But you can also do it in any Python or .NET or any programming language you would like. So if I click on this view code section, it gives me the code. In my case, it gives me the Python code to execute it from my own environment. I can choose a different programming language. I can choose a C# or I can use REST API if you'd like. So that's a little bit of demo. I'm going to go back to my slide deck and basically explain that what we learned here is we learned what is generative AI. how you can create a resource, and how you can provision the resource inside of Azure, and how you can actually play with that uh, chat application and make meaningful question answers with it. I hope this is useful. Please, if you have any questions, send me those questions in an email, and I'm here to answer your questions. Thank you.